So, I don't really know what this is. I was watching mukbangs. I don't know why, but it made me want to start painting. And I was like, I was thinking about these people just sit, eat, and talk. What if I did the same without the eating and I just paint? Because it also might inspire me to actually get something done and motivate me if I'd because I don't have friends. I don't have friends. Um, so this will keep me company. So yeah, oil paint with me. I don't know. While I sit and talk about sobriety mostly, because that's something that I'm battling every single day, and maybe someone out there might resonate with this and hopefully watch it. So, to be completely honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, my painting, I know what I'm doing with my painting, but I mean, I don't know what I'm doing as far as vlogging this goes. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know much about this, but so to start, I've got my reference photo, and I think I'm gonna work on this rose a little bit because I've been procrastinating doing that. Um, yeah. In case anyone even watches this, for some context, I just turned 18 last month. Um, have an apartment, still in high school. I'm an artist. I love painting, and I mostly do charcoal portraits. I love doing portrait work. It's something that I'm okay at. We all love doing things that we're good at, right? And being 18, like, honestly, I struggled with this for a long ass time. I did not want to turn 18. And I told everyone in my life that I was sure that I was going to be dead before I turned 18. And I was serious, and now I'm here. I did it. Still don't know how to feel about that, because, being an adult kind of sucks. Even though I'm not even in the thick of it yet, I just started, you know? Like, I'm not even, completely an adult yet. I'm only 18. Also, sorry, I hold shit with my mouth when I'm painting, especially. Kinda gross, but that's what I do. Also, I need this light, but I don't like the way that it looks on me. There we go. I think that's better. Maybe not. Okay, that's gonna have to work. My life's been kind of fucking crazy my whole life. I mean, that didn't make sense. But yeah, my life's been crazy. Sometimes I get so sick of having to navigate all the time because I've kind of had to be my own person a lot of my life. And I think one of my biggest struggles was with turning 18. That meant that I officially had to become my own person, when in reality I already have been, but I don't know, something about that just seemed really intimidating to me. I don't want to sound edgy or whatever, but I didn't, when people say um, that they don't want to live to 70, that was my 18. I don't know why, but I didn't want to live to be 18. I never wanted to experience this. And, when I talk to people about it, they're like, oh, well, how does it feel now? It's like, I, nothing's changed, really. I still don't want to be here. And I don't mean like I'm suicidal or anything, but I don't want to be here. That doesn't make sense, but I just don't want to be here. It's not fair that I have to be. Because something that I've never understood is why people care so much to keep other people alive. Like, that sounds so shitty, but I mean, for me, at least, why did people care so much to keep me alive when me being alive hurts? Like, that doesn't make sense, and that sounds even shittier, but it hurts to be alive sometimes. Like, I never wanted to experience this shit. I never wanted to experience heartache, and that's something that's, I don't know, it hurts because I'm someone that, when I love you with every bone in my body, and when you break my heart, that takes years to recover. Like, I'm not the type of person that can just, oh yeah, me and blah blah, we broke up last month, I'm ready to go party. No, that takes years, and even then, I'm not even yeah, I need to get back in the dating game. Like, I've been trying to do that recently, but it's also something else that's weird that I didn't expect is that with turning 18, I have all this, responsibility that I expected, but it's I actually am taking things slow for myself, um, because I've had the opportunity to get into relationships, even though I have not been in a relationship since, well, a year ago, actually. Yeah. I recently have discovered that I'm taking it slow and I'm okay with that, which is weird. Like, I'm taking time to myself and I'm recognizing that I'm not ready to be in a relationship. And it's not because I'm not ready to get back into the dating world. I think I'm ready. It's another thing is I'm a recovering addict. And so it's weird. It's like I'm actually putting my sobriety above everything else in my life, which is weird because if you talked to me a year ago, that girl wouldn't even picture sobriety being, a priority. Because a year ago is when I was using pretty heavily to cope and to feel something, I think. Like, that's something that I loved about getting sober is getting to acknowledge all of these things that I buried when I used drugs. And what I mean by that is getting to acknowledge the reasoning behind it. Like, why did I use drugs the way that I did? Why did I use them for however long I did? Why did I use them? I've enjoyed getting to understand that about myself. Because no one really, I can't say that being a drug addict isn't a choice. It definitely is. But there's something that prompts us to do it. There's something that prompts us to do everything that we do. And sometimes it's hard to recognize, and especially when you're in active addiction, you don't know why. I mean, for some people, it's just to cope with the shit that's going on in their lives in the moment. For some people, it comes naturally, like me. It came very naturally. I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go do meth. No, I never thought that I would be that person, Like, no one wants to be that person. And, still, I'm recovering from, my reputation being destroyed. Like, no one wants to be that person. It's just, for me, my circumstances were very different, and I can't really get into that on here, but it was to cope, mostly, but it wasn't, I don't know, I didn't choose this. I don't even know. This rose is pissing me off. It's not looking the way that I want it to look. But that's okay, you can't be perfect. It's something that I'm learning in my recovery, is that you cannot be perfect. which has kind of been hard for me to accept in my life because I've always been such a perfectionist in everything that I do. And that's why I love art, is because my perfectionist mentality really pays off when I create a piece that I'm satisfied with. Although I'm never really satisfied with my pieces, but when I complete something that other people are like, holy shit, that's really good, that is very rewarding. And someone once told me that having pride is the best high that you'll ever have in your life. It's better than any drug. And I completely agree with that. Because when I started doing drugs, well, not even when I just started doing them, but when I took on drugs as a full-time habit, I stopped doing the things that I liked. I stopped engaging in my passions, and one of them being art. The second being guitar, although with the drugs that I was on, I was playing guitar, but I was playing way too much, and now I have carpal tunnel. So that's awesome. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to talk about being sober, but that's become my whole life. But it's kind of mirroring how drugs were once my whole life. Everything revolved around doing drugs, and now it's weird because it's completely subsided into everything revolving around being sober, which was not my plan ever. But I have to say that I'm grateful for it. Because although I lost a lot of friends, I think getting sober was one of the best things that I've ever done for myself and for my loved ones. Not so much family, more so friends. Because the ones that did stick around, our friendships have, that's my family, But it's so weird how, when you get sober, you realize how many people truly revolve their lives around drugs and alcohol. Because it's as if when you're an active addiction, or you're just casually using, it's as if you have these rose-colored glasses on, and the glasses make all of these red flags look just like flags. And it's hard to recognize until you take the glasses off, until you get sober, and then you see, oh, all of these people drinking all of the time, that's not normal. My friends smoking weed every single day, that's not normal. It's weird. It's a trip, honestly. No pun intended. That's something that I've enjoyed about getting sober too, is feeling this subtle superiority over the people that are using every single day to function, because there's a difference between living and functioning. And, I hate when people say, oh, but I'm a functioning drug addict. I was too. But at what level, what extent, how far can functioning take you? How well are you functioning? Because I can tell you, it's not very well. I mean, you may look fine from the outside, but you're not fine. So I'm doing the background on this, and I have to do this shitty, dark blue color. It's kind of hard to replicate, because I started this painting, I started it a long time ago, but I started working on it again a couple days ago, and now I have to match the color, the background that I did, which is kind of hard. So it might look a little weird. Let's see. Oh, that is not the same color. That is black. That is black. I need a dark blue. I might have accidentally dipped into the black. I can't tell. There we go. I feel so, like, sometimes I feel so overlooked in my life, which is shitty, because, like, you know, if you were to know me and know, like, the people that I'm around and how they treat me, it doesn't seem that way. Like, I'm definitely not overlooked in retrospect, but sometimes I feel like I am, because it's kind of weird. Like, some days my character, like, changes. I don't know if that makes me, like, bipolar or something, but who I am every day is not, like, the same person. And who I am right now, this is who I am. This is truly internally who I am. But I don't always express this side of me to people. And so a lot of people see me as, like, this person that doesn't take life all that seriously. Like, she's a silly, fun girl. But in reality, I'm a deep fucking thinker, and I wish that I could connect to people in that way more. I don't know. It's hard. Life is hard. And I commend the people that are making it to 90 years old. I don't know how y'all did that. And if I had taken care of myself, like, I've already lost hope in how I will, I don't know, my health. Like, I've lost hope in living to be that age, because I mean, I've already treated my body like shit. I'm only 18, but I fucked it up. And so, I mean, I know dementia's gonna get my ass. I know that's for sure. Alzheimer's, I'm gonna get all that shit. So yeah, I have no hopes in leading a healthy, long life. And sometimes I think about that. Sometimes I get sad, although really I don't care. It's not like I wanted to be here anyways, but a part of me gets so comfortable with the idea of death, and then I think about it, I'm like, holy shit. Then instantly I don't know, it's not like I have this new will to live, it's just like, oh god. As we know, it's just the fear of the unknown. Everyone gets it, but I don't know. I don't know, it's confusing. I could never join a religion. I don't resonate with any religions. Because I've noticed a lot of people in my life that were never, like, religious or anything like that, they join a religion out of fear, and I will never be driven by fear. I'm not someone that is driven by fear. That doesn't work for me. And, you know, for some reason I kind of think that's, like, in a way, like, counterproductive, if that makes sense. I view people that lead by fear, I view them as cowards. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get off here and stop yapping. I don't know if I'm even gonna post this, but yeah. Thanks for listening to me yap.